This is my first time in Auckland, and we're going to try and get as much done as we can in the next 6 days, 5 days now. So tomorrow we're heading, my cousin and I, who is my plus one, we're going to Wellington to try and see what's out there for a couple of days before coming back. But so far, so good. Really love it here. The weather, the people are so friendly. It's amazing. I mean, even getting on the plane to Auckland, like I met so many people from New Zealand, and now I've got a massive list of things to do. So yeah, it's I love it. There's not really one in particular, but I'm really grateful when I meet fans who are fans of Cho Chang, the character that I play, because I think it's quite a rare thing, and it's especially because she's not kind of depicted in kind of the best of lights. So it means a lot to me when, you know, I've got fans coming up to say that she's one of their favourite characters or their favourite character, full stop. And it surprises me and also makes me really happy. I was really glad to be involved in that sketch. I think that it is about time that things are kind of looking up for actresses. It was a long time coming, to be honest, and it's just made me realise that, well, it's made me realise how far away we are from where we need to be, because I think there's still a lot of work that needs to be done, but at least we're getting there, and people are speaking up about their experiences of the Me Too kind of movement. It's really inspiring as well, and I think it needs to happen. And yeah, I can't wait until we get to a place of equality. But I think it'll be a while yet. Acting is hard. I think just the industry itself, because there are so many people who want to get into it, and so it's very competitive. I think one really important piece of advice I would give is to persevere, because there are loads of moments, especially when I was trying to get into acting. I'm talking about post Harry Potter, because I still wasn't sure whether I wanted to get into it. At the time, it felt like it was a lucky break, and I wasn't sure whether it would happen again, and so I kept doubting myself. And as you do, as everybody does with what they do, regardless of what job it is. But I think especially with acting, because it's not consistent and you're not guaranteed a job after, you know, you've finished one. So it's really important to know your self-worth and to keep training. If acting is what you really want to do, then I would recommend going to drama school, and because it's just like playing a musical instrument, you know, you have to kind of keep practicing that skill. So that would be, yeah, that's a really important piece of advice that I wish I got when I was younger. I think Crazy Rich Asians has done a hell of a lot for East Asians around the globe, and it kind of, I think it's made, because the majority of kind of films and TV shows we have the token Asian, you know, and to see a film where there are many Asians, many different types of Asians in one space, makes people realise that we can all have different personalities and we're not one-dimensional, and it's really, you know, we can be complex people as well, believe it or not. So I think it's a really important time, and I'm really glad that it did so well, and also it kind of proved that you don't need a big kind of name to sell your show, because they did they were number one in the US box office for about 3 weeks. So yeah, I think it opened a lot of kind of doors and eyes. Yeah. My favourite thing. I think it has, well, just in retrospect, it's made me kind of discover what it is I want to do. Because I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for Harry Potter, and realising that, you know, I had such a passion for acting. Also being able to work with a group of really open-minded and kind people gives you, yeah, it just gives you hope, really. And everyone that I've met on that, you know, a couple that I still am friends with. If I wasn't acting, so after Harry Potter, I wasn't sure whether I was going to continue down the kind of acting career path, and I did photography for 4 years, and I really enjoyed that. So perhaps a photographer, an art photographer, or a painter, because I really enjoy painting. Yeah. Yes. So I recently shot a 4-part drama called Chimerica, and it's based on a stage production. And now it's been adapted for TV, British television, on Channel 4, and it centres around the student massacres that happened in Tiananmen Square in '89. Also, I did a cartoon, well, not a cartoon, I did an animation called Moomin Valley, which is going to be on Sky in springtime of next year. So that's really cool. And I play the character of Tutiki, who's a wise, ageless lady, who's the only character who doesn't go into hibernation in the winter. She's really cool.